everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. My name's Melanie. I live in the RV full-time with my husband. We travel job to job and we've been doing it for 8 years. So today in RV life we're going to make some bread in the crock pot. We're going to cook dinner. I have packages to open and I don't know what else we'll get into, but let's get rolling. We'll start with the package from Amazon. A lot of this is kitchen things that I needed, but I'll share them with you and I will link them all below. First of all, if you watch Friday's video, you'll know that my timer wouldn't work on the hours, which is important for me when I make bread and do crock pot meals. So I ordered a new one. This one I can still do minutes on, I just can't do hours. So that's that. Next up, let's see what we've got in here. Aha, more cooking gloves. You know those ones I've been using that are really big on my hands, and these are supposed to fit well. I think they'll be easier to work with. Pink, my color. Okay. Under the counter light. We put this one in when we first got this RV, which was 6 years ago. Same thing, because the light that comes with these vent hoods isn't very bright, and I think it died a week after we had the RV. So we're going to replace that, put a new one up there. Finish off with the kitchen, because I know this one's better. First off, some kitchen drain covers so that food doesn't go down. I've had my others for quite some time and it was time for some new ones. I got 2 of them. And then I think these are the ones for the bathroom. Yeah. Same thing, smaller. There's 2 in here. These are great because it stops the hair going down into the black or gray tank. I can never find, I have one spoon rest. I don't know where it is right now. So I got, this came in a 2-pack. Thought that was very nice. It's way bigger than my other one. But anyway, that's those. And last but not least, some silicone oven mitts, because I have cloth oven mitts, but I hit the coil quite often in the little electric oven. I keep hitting the top one when I'm trying to take things in and out, and they burn. I'm hoping these are more durable. So anyway, there's 2 of them. That's it for the kitchen. Let me get this out of the way. We'll go to the bedroom. And this is a new set of sheets for our bed. It's hard to find sheets that fit our bed because we have what's called an Olympic queen. It's bigger than a queen but smaller than a king, and it's very, very deep. So we end up going with king sheets, but even some of those don't stay on very well. So I duplicated a set that we got last year. These are flannel. They're not the same design, but they're made by the same company. There we go. So that's that. And while we're doing hauls, I'll show you our grocery haul. So this is our grocery haul. This is going to cover 7 nights, plus, you know, some lunches, a lot of leftovers, breads, that sort of thing. The total was $169.56. I did have some like hand soaps, the command strips you see there, and some dog food. Other than that, I believe it was all groceries. So for this week's meals, I'm going to go ahead and roll them on screen so you can see what kind of dinners we're going to be having. And some of them you'll be seeing on upcoming crockpot meals, because that's what I'm doing for the month of October. So if you're interested in cooking videos, be sure to check the link out below. We do cooking on Mondays, and then we do RV Life on Fridays. I am back, had my coffee, and we are going to start with the bread. Now my other camera died, so I'm having to use my little cooking camera, as I call it. But you might get a better view, so let's get started. I'm sure the first thing I have to do is warm this water. Yes, I do. And it is 1.5 cups of water. Now I'll put the recipe down below for you guys if you want to try crockpot bread. I'm not going to put it on the Crocktober menu Mondays, only because that's for meals, and this is just like a side thing. So, alright, let's get this heated up. We have to take out the contents of the microwave. That's where I store all this stuff. Alright, let's try. Hold on a minute. And then the other thing you have to do is line the crock pot with parchment paper. See if this is warm enough. Yeah, I think so. We'll check the temperature. It's supposed to be between 115 and 122. Mine's 117.7, so that's that. Let me bring it down so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Alright, so we'll put in the yeast and the sugar. The yeast calls for 2 1/4 teaspoons. And the sugar is a tablespoon. Alright. 1, 2, 1/4. Tablespoon. I'm just going to mix this up. Okay, and we'll let that rest for 10 minutes. Okay, while we're waiting on the yeast, we're going to go ahead and add everything else to this bowl right here. 3 1/2 cups of flour. this from the yeast. Good news, my timer worked. So now let's get my hair out of the flour, and we will put the yeast and water mixture into the bowl. We're going to add the olive oil. It's 2 tablespoons. And now we're just going to mix it until we get a nice shaggy dough. I didn't come up with that, that's what it said. Yes, you can see. It smells good already. I love the smell of the yeast. It's almost like the smell of bread anyway. Okay, I would call that a shaggy dough. So let me wash my hands. Alright, I'm going to flour the surface here. I'll leave that there in case I need more. I'm also going to flour my hands. Alright. Try and get all this flour out of here too. Well, I haven't kneaded since 2020 apparently is the last time I made this. So, and I'm supposed to be doing this for 5 minutes. Let's time that. Okay. So while I'm kneading this, we're in North Carolina, but we're on the east side of North Carolina, so we didn't get too much except for wind and a little rain from Helene. But you guys tell me if you're okay where you are, because I know a lot of states were affected. And while you're doing that, I am going to turn this off. I don't think you want to sit here and watch me knead for 5 whole minutes. So I will be back when I've got this looking like, I think it's smooth. Yeah, smooth and soft. And I'll show you that. Alright, our 5 minutes is up. I was questioning it there for a minute, but it has smoothed out. So now what I'm going to do is form it into a ball. And we're going to put this in the crock pot, just like that. I didn't want to sit it on here because I'll get flour on the bottom. But there. That's what it's going to look like. I'll turn you all around and we'll get this put into the slow cooker. Alright, there we go. That's in there. Perfect. You get the lid. I'll put that on there, and this cooks for 2 hours on high, so I'm going to come around and set that. 2 hours high. And that's it. After the 2 hours, I'm going to pop it in the oven because it'll get brown on the bottom, but it doesn't get brown on the top. So we'll pop it in the oven and just brown up the top, and then it'll be all ready. 2 hours is up, and I've taken it out of the slow cooker. You see the bottom's nice and brown. Like I said, the top, no. So we just pop it. I've got the oven set 350 degrees. I'm just going to pop it in there. Mine will brown the top in about 6 minutes because it's a very small oven. Or if you have a larger oven, you can do broil, and that would toast it up on top. And here it is, all done. It was absolutely delicious, just like I remembered. So if you want to try it in the crock pot, there you go. Now I'm going to get the kitchen cleaned up, and we're going to wash all these dishes.
Well, maybe it was fate when you walked in the door. I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little moments, the bites you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments.
Alright, we got all the dishes done. I had to clean out both my bread boxes because I had old bread in there. So now I am just preparing some rice to go with our shrimp creole, and I have the shrimp defrosting in the sink. The slow cooker actually shut off to keep warm, so I'm just warming it back up to low so that the shrimp will cook when I put it in there, and get the rice on. And I think that's going to be it for tonight or today, because Big Daddy's not feeling well. He took today off work, so it's been a little difficult for me to film. So either I'll take up again tomorrow or the next day, if he stays home tomorrow. So I shall be back to finish off. This is a couple days later. Big Daddy is feeling better and back to work today. It actually knocked him out for like 3 to 4 days, and it takes a lot to do that to him, but I'm glad he's better. I'm sorting laundry here, getting ready to pull the washing machine into the bathroom so that I can hook it up to the sink, and we're going to get started with that. So we're not going to do a whole bunch of recording of laundry because most of you that have been here for a while have seen it, but for those of you that are new, this is the setup that I have for my laundry. So it just hooks to the bathroom sink. I start with Big Daddy's. I hang it in the living room. I will show you that briefly. And then I wash my clothes and I hang them in the bedroom, and by the end of the day they're dry, but I usually put them away the next day, and they're already hanging, so super simple. So let's get the load going. You just set it up, it's automatic, it does everything, and then when it beeps at you, it's done. So super good. I can get one pair of jeans and then some tops, underwear, socks. Well, socks I do in a bleach load. There we go. That's about it, and I use the full. This laundry soap smells so good. This is the Clean Meadow by OxyClean. It's got the, not OxyClean, by Arm & Hammer, but it has the OxyClean in it. It washes well. It smells wonderful. Not, Big Daddy wouldn't like if it smelled like, girly. It just smells really clean. It's got a good smell. And then I use fabric softener, but just a very small amount because it's such a small washer. And I just put it in one of these downy balls. That way it releases it at the correct time. And I love this Suavitel. It smells good too. And this scent is Field Flowers. I've had this bottle for, oh goodness, 2 months, maybe 3. Okay, that's it. All done. This is what it looks like once I've got it all washed. It's hanging out with a fan and a dehumidifier. And then my clothes go up in the bedroom, same way, fan and dehumidifier. Now I'm going to get some dinner going in the crock pot. It takes 8 hours for this. It's cube steaks, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started early. So the first thing I did was make my beef bouillon. I just make that out of the Knorr powdered beef flavored bouillon, ground up. And that's a what to like. Now we're going to season the cube steak with some salt and pepper. And I've already cut up the onion. Now we're just going to have everything added to the crock pot. You'll be seeing this on an upcoming Crocktober menu Monday, so don't worry. I was filming with 2 cameras here. Yeah, multitasking. Get out of here. I didn't know I could. Look at that new skill. I showed both cameras the garlic powder. Last time I tried 2 cameras, I kept forgetting to turn one on. Today went much better. Now that everything's in here, we'll get this a-cooking. It goes on low. I was editing for the rest of the day, and then I put the clothes away. So the house is now back in order, and we'll go outside. I wanted to show you the garden. Well, I thought I would finish up filming so I can edit this video for you guys. And here's China. She's going to go in her little pen here. I wanted to show you how everything survived. We had a lot of limbs, leaves. That was about it. I'm going to water these in a little bit, but the sun's still on them, so we'll leave them for now. And I'm going to show you the veggies. The impatiens is still going strong. The greens are still doing well. My angel plant doing super well. Get over here. So even though the tomato plant looks like death, we have tomatoes still growing there. Can't remember if there's any more. I think maybe not. Oh, 1. So that's about the end of those. We have peppers here, and then we have bell peppers. So those all got mixed up. There's my hand, and it's getting pretty big. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna sit out here with China. I'm on my last load of laundry, so I hope you have enjoyed. Well, it was supposed to be a day in the life, but you know, we get sick sometimes, and Big Daddy really was not feeling well. He is much better today. I just talked to him a little while ago, so that's good. And I'll be back next Friday. We are... Oh, let me sit down and talk to you for a minute. Yes. And you thought I was going to get off of here. Next week, I'm going to be doing decluttering and purging from the camper, and we're going to take it back to the shed. because I have, like I showed you earlier in the video, so many cookbooks that I've been working through, and I love them, and I'm sure that I can get more out of them. I just want to get them back to the shed so that I can keep them for a little while longer. I can't travel with all those books though. And I am kind of over those. I still have a bunch more to go through, so don't panic. I won't find new ones. And there's some other stuff under the bed that I need to declutter too, because I've changed a lot of decor this year, so I have all the old decor under the bed, and I'm going to get that back to home base too. So that'll be coming up on Friday, and you guys, Monday, it's the first Crocktoberfest Monday video. So I hope you're looking forward to it. I think you're going to love all these recipes. We've certainly been enjoying them. All right, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Love you. Bye-bye.